Well, hey kids, how's everybody out in YouTube land? We are doing a live stream from Burger King in Port Washington, New York. I came here to do a little updating on my devices, trying to update apps and stuff. And for some reason, I'm having a problem with that. My iPad will not update any of its apps. I don't understand why. I'm here where I have free Wi-Fi, but it's not allowing any of my apps to update. So, hey Billy, how you doing this morning, man? So I guess I'm going to have to go to AT&T, I guess, and figure out what's wrong with it. But for some reason, any place that I am that is not where I was, I guess in Ohio when I was at Johannes, it would update apps. But here, while I've been traveling, any place I go to, it's not allowing me to update my apps on there. So, not sure what's going on. Trying to upload a video right now. It's going to take a little bit. So, thought I would chat with you guys while having my breakfast. So, I'll go down here hot and sticky. Yeah, it's not too bad up here today, Billy. It's just about 80 degrees outside. Nice breeze blowing out in the bay. It's actually a rather pleasant day today. I walked over to West Marine this morning, got my rod rack. So this is going to get mounted today to get the fishing rods up out of the way, out there tomorrow whenever I get to it. And I picked up some more components for doing repairs to the boat. I picked up a copy of Cruising World magazine, published by my buddy Bob Bitchin. If you don't subscribe to this magazine, you should. Cruising World is one of the better of the sailing genre for the cruising lifestyle. The people like us who live on sailboats and not your, it's not your racing sailboat. It's not your weekender sailboat. It's for people that actually live on sailboats and sail with them. So, anyhow, and I picked up a fiberglass repair kit. I actually just needed fiberglass. But I just needed a little piece of fiberglass to fix a crack in one spot. And to buy just the fiberglass by itself at West Marine was $25. Or for $35, I get a whole kit that's got the epoxy and cleanup and rubber gloves and all the fun stuff that I need all in one neat little package. So I picked that up while I was there. So that way I can work on the crack I got when I bounced off the dock, when I bounced off the free dock there at, or was that, Yonkers, New York. So, got to fix that up on the side of the bow. Had a pretty good hit. Took a pretty good hit. So, we're going to be doing a little fiberglass repair. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that, hanging over the side of the boat or trying to work in from the dinghy. So, hey, Alan, how you doing? Top of the morning to you, ma'am. I may just slap a temporary repair on it for now, not try to do a finish thing with gel coat and paint and all that kind of stuff, because I don't have the ability to do all that stuff right now, but I do want to seal it up so I can stop any water intrusion. So I'm going to try to rig up some sort of temporary patch. I may try to pull over to the town dock and get water, which I have to do anyway, but while I'm there getting water, maybe I can do some of the grinding and sanding and mix up some gel coat and get some fiberglass on it and get a little temporary patch put on it really quickly. Because it's going to be about, if I had all the tools and all the equipment right and handy and I had a nice dry spot to work in, probably about a 4-hour job. And I'm not going to be able to sit there on the dock for 4 hours. That would upset them a little bit. So anyhow, that's what I'm going to be working on. So. Hey, Alan, what's going on, man? Good idea. Looks like you got some stuff to do. Oh, man, got lots of stuff to do, Billy. Lots of stuff to do. So we're gonna be getting to it. I just wanted to say good morning, everybody. Let everybody know we had a great night last night. I was kind of a long ways off from most of the fireworks, so I wasn't able to film a really good fireworks display last night. But I'll tell you what, guys, just sitting there in the cockpit of the boat out in the middle of the bay and enjoying seeing all the fireworks. I mean, literally 360 degrees around me. There was no way, sitting there with my camera, my phone, there was no way I could swing back and forth and cover all of that It was just too much going on all around me at one time. And it seems like as soon as I aimed the phone at one spot that was putting on a nice display, they would stop, and then I would swing over another stop, and then they would stop, and it seemed like I was missing it, a lot of it, trying to swing back and forth, trying to catch it all. But anyhow, it is what it is. I did as good a job as I could do with the circumstances being what they are, and so we will go with that. So anyhow, that was kind of it. Me and Lily had a great night last night. We watched some more fireworks started after the live stream ended. And hey, Mark, how you doing, man? It came out nice? Okay, I'm glad you liked it. I wasn't sure how good it would come out being so far off in the distance, as it were. I guess I should have tried to zoom in maybe with my camera a little bit. But when you're out on the water and the boat's moving, that would have been really shaky trying to do that. So it is what it is. So I like your location better. They're still firing them off here right now. Yeah, the bay is quiet this morning. Very, very quiet this morning. There was hardly any noise out there. In fact, when I called the water taxi at 8 a.m. this morning, he just came right to me. He wasn't doing anything else. So the bay is very, very quiet this morning, which is good. Good day for me to start getting some of these projects done. Now that it's cooled off a little bit, and it's not going to be 97 degrees again today, I can start getting and attacking some of these jobs and get some of that stuff done. Hey, Coyote, how you doing this morning, man? Good to see you here. So I did want to touch base on one thing very briefly, only because it was a safety issue. Hey, Palm Limit, how you doing? And I really hate bringing this up, but I was very alarmed at something that happened yesterday with one of my viewers. And so I felt it was necessary to take a moment this morning and touch base on it. So if you'll bear with me and pardon me here for a moment for this transgression, but one of my viewers got onto my hate page now. I guess I have a hate page now, to better understand the level of individuals involved with that. There were people on there that threatened bodily harm against him because he was trying to be the voice of reason. He had gotten on there and tried to respond to some of the negative comments that were being made and trying to allow people to have a better understanding of what was happening, I guess, and was doing so in the nicest way possible. And the response that he got was people telling him that they knew where he lived, they didn't live far from him, and they were going to come over to his house and kick his butt. They threatened his life, literally threatened his life, because he was trying to make comments about, hey, let's try to get along, let's have a better understanding of what's going on. You took that out of context. He was making those kinds of comments, and the response he got for that was people threatening his life. So I just wanted to caution those of you guys who are friends of my channel and watch and support what I'm doing. Do not, I repeat, do not try to go over there and correct anything and just leave it alone. Stay as far away from these animals as you can, because that's the kind of individuals that you're dealing with over there. So, and I really apologize for having to bring this up once more again on my channel, but this is a life safety issue, if you will. Unfortunately, don't try to go over there and correct them. They literally threatened this guy with violence. They said they were going to come over and kick his ass. They said they were going to come over and kill him. So, to the point where he had to call the police. He called the police and reported it. And he reported it to the lady that is overseeing, whose channel this is. He reported it to her as well. And apparently she didn't know anything about it. So, which puts a big burden of liability on her. She claims she apparently wasn't aware of, I don't know about the rest of the YouTube creators, but anytime somebody makes a comment on my channel, I get a message on my phone immediately, within minutes of it going up on. So you have to be, pretty oblivious to not know someone's making comments on your channel. So, but anyhow, so sorry about that. Had to deal with that briefly, so we can move on now. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to go back, mount the rod racks on the boat. I got a provision. I got to pick up some fresh stuff Now that I got the grill fired up, I want to get some fresh meats and some fresh vegetables to do on the grill. Looking forward to that. Do some chicken or something, and that'll be nice. And then, I don't know, it's going to be just boat project after boat project after boat project, trying to knock out some of the stuff. I've got a line on somebody to help me get down in my lazarette. I need a little skinny person to climb down into. Yes, Gary, I agree. Ignoring them is winning. I just want to tell people, please ignore them. Let's not go over there and try to challenge them, because the level of threat is just unreal. So, yeah, leave the white trash on the curb, move down the street. Yes, and the only reason why I brought this back up again, folks, is just to give you guys a heads up, because I know another person, or at least one, actually 4 or 5, but I know of one other person who's a pretty active viewer and subscriber of mine, who has also gotten over there and somewhat challenged some of those people. And I just don't want any of my viewers getting hurt trying to defend me against people that are animals. Just whack jobs. What kind of person, you're over there trying to be the voice of reason and some guy threatens your life? Okay, if you want to have a channel with that kind of behavior on there, that's your doing, I guess, but I would never allow that on my channel. So, hey Steve, man, how you doing, buddy? Someone blowing her horn out there. Ooh, pink lemonade this morning for breakfast. Wow, that's an eye-opener. So anyhow, guys, I just wanted to get on here this morning and put out that little public safety announcement and let you know what kind of jobs we're working on. I will have more stuff for you later tonight at my usual 7 o'clock live stream. And so we will see you then. I'm uploading some videos. I've got some other videos I'm working on. Actually got some cool stuff coming up you guys are going to like. So stay tuned. So be good, be careful, take good care of one another, guys. And I will see you this evening. Bye.